It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. To kick off to get this game underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll run it. Running into the open space. Got the first down. Looking for more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
On the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Bunch formation for these receivers. To throw, it's Russell. With the catch, it's Hill. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Forced out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Pulls and fires complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. Steps away to find some room. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The hand to the running back. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Now on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Dyer. Dumps it off in the flats. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job that time by the quarterback, getting that passing touchdown. You know that's going to really help the confidence of not just him, but his play caller and teammates as well, knowing, hey, we can have success in this game, airing it out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there down 7-3 as they open this drive. Dropping back, it's Russell. Out of the backfield, he's open. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Now adjusting. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the most important things you have to do as a defensive end is keep contained. You can't let QBs scramble outside the pocket. That's when they make big plays. Not only can they run, now they can chuck the ball deep down the field because they've bought time for the receivers to run deep down the field.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got out of trouble and throws. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll start this drive going to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on its way. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on first down. Got his man. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The toss to the right. Creates a little room. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Then he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
To the air, it's Russell. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Firing to the right, complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Turner. Oh, what a move to get room. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
Number 16, hauls it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Back to throw. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. And they swarm him under. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
And those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense putting points on the board.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point...
And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit, and that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
Finds his man. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
This is a designed run. Across the 45. Creates a little space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll ride his man on the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. He's looking to throw. On the move, he fires. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, any way against just about any opponent. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He turns it loose to the left. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. Right on target this time. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Dances away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in, it's Meadows. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A low line drive and not his best work. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. Looking to the big tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on second down. This time he's got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands. It's gained. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man to the left. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Buckle up, boys. I think more scores are coming.
I just love the offense managing the clock in that situation, David. There was absolutely no panic. Calm, cool, and collected all the way down the field, scoring the touchdown, and now giving themselves an opportunity to take the lead in their half.
And the other side of that coin, Palmer, is the defense, man. Like, we got to keep them in bounds. We got to make sure we're not giving up big plays. They can throw it over the middle of the field. The clock's our friend, and they didn't execute good enough down the stretch of that drive to force a field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Out of bounds at the 34. A productive job by the return team. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense.
There he goes! Smashes him with the stiff arm. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Green. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Dances away to buy time. Makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'll toss it to the left. Touchdown Tide! They take the lead with the 6.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to pass. And this will be caught as they convert the 2.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose down the middle. Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fights off a defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Rushes on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He might want another play. They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the ground. Takes it past the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Powers through the defender. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Unloads to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets the back moving. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. To start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. They've got the lead here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Fresno State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Bulldogs all day with almost no let-up. They're up 14 over Akron. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it on the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Here's a heat. A A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Scrambling away. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And here's the deal. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. 4th and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. From his end zone, he'll go up top. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Dyer. It's complete on the right side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Sends it back in motion. Quick handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Try to get it to the edge. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying play action. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
So here they come, going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arizona State.
The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin them deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. To throw, it's Russell. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
when you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee, today at Nissan Stadium as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Finds his man. It's Meadows. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Use the play fake, down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. The play action fake. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Meadows. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score has got the extra point, and it's 21-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard go-to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Gets open down the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting into the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him, he's got a rhythm going, he's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. Wide out trying to get it in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He wants to change this route. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Looking for the end zone. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
3rd and goal for the offense. Gets the back moving. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He breaks a tackle. At the 40, there he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Defensively, you'll take the slow downs. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Bond. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the 1st. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to power their way ahead. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Now on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Russell. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play doesn't feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Puts it out of the air. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Gets it out quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The quick out. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Oh, there's an alley on the left. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. On the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Steps away. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with a relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you run the counter play, you're really hoping to bust that thing inside. You want to fake one direction, pull a guy, kick him out. But you can tell, great job by the defense making that thing bow. Go a little bit outside. Now, guess what? All the cavalry's coming. Everybody can run to the football. Everybody gets into play. Nice job by the defense.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Husker. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Got it set up on the outside. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
The give on the option. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Hard running there. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Meadows. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll throw it. It's caught. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Straight ahead from inside his 25. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They more than got the job done in the 1st half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted, and finish the deal here in the 2nd half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the 2nd half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, the strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
Toss to the left. Got a little space. Breaks the tackle. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. On a sweet spin, and he's free. Racing down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
It's complete to the right, and they get him down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Off play action. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And off from the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Russell. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end, flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because it helps.
Touchdown, Nebraska! And the pummeling has started.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. That Alabama offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
To throw, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Lets it go. He's got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
He wants to throw it. He's got his man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And really good job knowing I don't get in the end zone. I got to get close to the end zone, be ready to break on the football as soon as they throw them. I can't give up any yards after the catch, and they don't right there.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Offense changing the play. The option. Diving for the score. He loses the football. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Now those are frustrating, man, because I got to trust my running back, right? He's got to run in traffic. I got to trust him to take care of the football. This has got to be a huge part of my offense. Got to hang on to the football.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Returner is tackled out at the 41, and your Nebraska Cornhuskers will take over 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The give to the big fullback. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard that...
Into the secondary on the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to run, it's Ives. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Might be changing the route. Run it with the fullback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. The defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Raiola. Now he's going to break the pocket. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got a man. It's Meadows. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down in inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Finds his man. It's Edwards. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Here's the pressure. He's going to run it. To the 15. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The option look. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and input.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. There's a live football. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
To the air, it's Russell. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Howell. Turning it on! He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Back to throw, it's Raiola. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll run the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake. The throw. Catch in the middle, it's Ives. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.